say I'm generally cautious and generally risk averse. So I really don't like to be in a situation where I feel like I'm out of control or be put in a place where I feel like I'm kind of awkward. So no, would not call myself a courageous person. Several weeks ago, Matt asked the members of the staff team to start asking God if there were some spirit-filled risks that he might have us do. So these might be things that we were already aware of, but maybe just didn't have the courage to do, or maybe it was something completely new that he wanted us to do. So the intent was for us to become the kind of people who are daily asking God, what would you have us do today? One thing I've been working on for 2 or 3 weeks, this is under the category of being willing to discover something that you didn't want to know. So several months ago, I had a conversation with a friend in which I realized that I may have miscategorized something on my income tax, and that might have some financial implications for me. And so that's kind of continued to reoccur, but I've always thought, well, yeah, I'll do it when I get to it. But felt like, okay, that's something I need to do. So I've reached out to an accountant and kind of put it before him. So I haven't heard back yet, so I don't know how that's going to turn out. So that God called to mind when I was looking over the sheet and kind of praying and asking what he wanted me to do. It reminded me of a conversation that I'd had actually at church one morning with a friend, in which I had presented myself better than I really am. And I realized at the time that's really not right. And so God put it on my heart to go and to confess to this brother, what I'd done. And I did. I ended up calling him and telling him, what I'd done, and telling him I was sorry. It was one of those things where going into it, I knew I needed God to come through, because a lot of time when you do that, people don't remember the conversation or they make light of it. So it's always a little bit awkward. I also needed to know that it was okay if I looked foolish, because God loved me. And so the conversation went fine. It was true. He didn't really connect with the incident, but I told him I was sorry, so I did what I needed to do. And just in continuing to kind of think about and getting ready for that conversation, I realized I do that more than I realize, to make myself look better. So it's had some ongoing impact on me in that way as well. So it was a good experience.